Welcome back to Dark Nights. We left off, starting up the Sachiro route. I remember the silver-haired boy. He is clearly suspicious. Now this is the last route we have to do. I'll go back through and get any other side endings in my free time. Sachiro was acting strange the day we met. I can't help but find him suspicious. I have no idea how he could be related to disappearances. Who knows what's hiding behind the innocent face, though. Oh right, I forgot I'd said I'd help him find that haunted house. Will he be at the park today? My stomach rumbles. Checking on him won't hurt, but I should make something to eat first. Sachiro can wait until later. Chapter 1, Visits. When I finish my meal, it's already past 7 p.m. Okay. And there we go. It seems a bit late for a boy of Sachiro's age to still be out, but I'd head to the park just in case. The sky might already be dark, but the weather's good for a walk, unlike the last time I was here. We barely know each other. Would it be inappropriate of me to visit him this late? I think the weird thing is you're going to a park in the middle of the night. Because he's so small, he blends in with the surroundings. I can't believe he's still here. Isn't he cold? I'll walk over to him, giving the boy an apologetic smile. Hey, you're Sachiro, aren't you? Oh, hello. Sachiro looks at me with surprise before blinking innocently. Were you waiting for me? I'm sorry that I took so long. No, it's fine. I hope you haven't been here the entire day. I'd feel so bad. Well, I was hoping he'd come back eventually. Is this boy crazy? Everyone knows you shouldn't trust strangers. I'm so happy that you remembered me. Thank you. Sachiro blushes and shyly turns his gaze to the ground. So, will you help me find my lost thing? Is it your soul? A place. It's really important that I find it. I think it might be what everyone calls the haunted house. Oh, wouldn't it be better to search during the day then? I don't think the time matters much. Yeah? I'm not entirely convinced, but he looks determined. I don't want to disappoint him. He gives me the description of the building, but it does not ring a bell. The only real clue we have is that it's supposedly open to the public. I don't think I know a place like that. Maybe it's part of a theme park? The description only makes it more confusing. We should start just picking a block and searching from there. Is there anywhere you'd like to start? Sachiro's face swiftly brightens. You can pick. It's your search, so you should take the lead. Okay. He rose the back of his neck, looking a little embarrassed. I do have one place in mind. I don't want to go alone, but if you're there, I think I'll be okay. I notice his excitement as he takes my hand, so I allow him to pull me along. It feels like I'm taking a child to a candy store. I wonder where we're going. After a while, we end up in the forest. Oh, maybe we'll run into Zakun in this route. Judging by his expression, this is not what we are looking for. He turns to me, bowing apologetically. Even after comforting him, he still seems flustered. Don't worry, we can still look somewhere else. Sachiro begins leading me along once more. Next thing I know, we are in a cave. This does not seem to be what he was looking for either. His sense of direction is absolutely horrid. Are we supposed to be looking for a building? Sorry, I really thought it was the right way. My sense of direction must be off today. Well, let's head back towards the village. Are you sure you don't know anything else about the haunted house? I know it's old. Might even be abandoned. I've heard rumors about it. Wait, are you related? Maybe this guy's related to the person who used to own that temple. Do you have anything more concrete? Not really. We won't get anywhere with just rumors. I'm sorry for dragging you all the way out here with nothing to go on. let out a sigh and pat his shoulder. We should continue this tomorrow. It's getting pretty late, your parents must be worried. Hey, don't treat me like a kid. I can't help but laugh, ruffling his hair. He immediately moves away to fix his hair, his cheeks growing red. Once finished, he crosses his arms and frowns at me. I'm older than you, you know. Say what? I'm 18, there's no way you're older than me. But I'm 18 too. No way. At best you look like a 12-year-old. That's an insult. You can't judge a book by its cover, I mean, you're even shorter than me. Plenty of people are short their entire lives. Height has nothing to do with it. Don't you know better than to judge someone by their appearances? I seriously thought he was 12. His mannerisms remind me so much of a little kid. Maybe I'm too quick to judge. I barely know anything about Sachiro. You're right. I guess I'm in the same boat as you. It still doesn't sound like you take me seriously. I snort, turning to hide my smirk. There's no way I can resist making more jokes about his age. As we're heading back, we're suddenly startled by a voice. Hey, it's Aiken! What business do you have here? The mean, cranky caveman. We're already leaving, excuse us. Come, Sachiro. This man stops us by blocking our path, throwing a fierce glare while crossing his arms. I warned you before. Which part did you not understand? I see you even brought a friend this time. Aiken, hi. Do you know this guy, Sachiro? I've caught that kid snooping around the forest a few times. I'm not so surprised suspicious trespassers like you two are associated with one another. I was only lost. Same for me. What about you? What's your excuse for being here? I'm the one asking questions here. Whatever. You won't see us again anyway. By the way, you... I realize the redhead has been staring at Sachiro for an unnaturally long time. I don't understand what's going on, but I have a bad feeling about it. Since we have no more business in the forest, we head back to town together. However, we part ways once we reach our destination. Thanks, Miyoko. You're welcome. Maybe we should explore more in daylight. I actually prefer nighttime. It's okay, right? This boy wandering around at night alone makes me feel uneasy. I have to at least accompany him. You always want to explore eerie places. Looks like you're trying to find danger. I reassure you that nothing ever happens. You better not jinx it anyway. I'll see you tomorrow. I think we're the one who causes danger. By the time I return home, it's already 10 p.m. As I lay in bed, I wonder why Sachiro asked me to only visit him at night. I should keep a close eye on him. Next day. I decided to ask around about the haunted house during my lunch break at school. I've never heard anything like that. Are you sure? I'm looking into it for someone and any help would be appreciated. Maybe they're just confused. I've heard a lot of stories about this area, but nothing like that. I guess it could be a new name for an older rumor? Or maybe even something that was created recently. Does anything similar come to mind then? Let me think. There's the school ghost, the forest even, and the Kenriji mansion. Maybe you're looking for the Kenriji mansion? It's been abandoned for years, so you could argue that it's haunted. The Kenriji family, huh? They say the mansion near the library used to belong to them. Supposedly, they were like the village celebrities. Everyone knew them. Unfortunately, many people were envious of their wealth and influence, and the entire family was murdered in cold blood. There may be more to it, but that's what's known to the public. I personally haven't looked into it too much. I can't believe anyone would murder an entire family out of jealousy. Well, it happened a long time ago. Things were different back then too. Nowadays, there's a lot of rumors about their mansion. They say if you get close to it when it's dark out, you can hear the Kenriji's blood-curdling screams. Murdered souls can't rest in peace, or so people believe. Sounds like a haunted house to me. I can tell what you're planning by the look in your face. Why don't we check out the mansion together? Even though I don't think ghosts exist, the thought of them does spook me a bit. I'll have to decline your offer. You're like a walking supernatural repellent. Nothing ever exciting happens when you're around. Remember when we looked for that demon in the forest? Heh, it was worth a try. Just let me know if you change your mind. The chances of me getting killed by a ghost are higher than that of a ghost appearing in the same room as you. Anyway, thanks for telling me about the mansion. As promised, I meet up with Sachiro after school. Last night, he sounded like he was in a rush. I can't guess what his motive is. Well, at least, this should be interesting. Entertaining. The park is silent as usual. I call Sachiro's name, but he doesn't answer. Before long, I find the missing boy passed out on a bench. He has an arm wrapped around a bag of cookies. All the birds in the park are staring intently at the sight. I decide to watch his adorable sleeping face for a little while. He's so cute. Just watching him sleep makes me happy. I sit beside him, waiting until he wakes up. I close my eyes and watch the sky grow darker. The sun's setting soon. What if he's had dinner yet? I hope he's eaten more than cookies. Finally, Sachiro opens his eyelids in a sleep-induced haze. He peers around and rubs his eyes before slowly turning to me. Ah, did I fall asleep? Sorry for waking you up. You can go back to sleep if you want. I'll watch over you. I'm glad you came, although I told you to only come find me at night. My classes ran late today, so I thought it was best to head over straight away. I guess elementary school students get out earlier, huh? I'm not in elementary school anymore. I just had the day off. I was only kidding. Sachiro sits up and scratches his head before opening his bag of cookies. A moment later, he hands me one of them. The cookies are all shaped like animals. The one I have almost looks like a raccoon. Almost seems like a shame to eat it. Oh, thank you. I got these from the bakery earlier. There's too many for me though, so I thought I'd share them with you. Thanks, they're delicious. I'm glad you like them. Cookies are my favorite. Do you have time to look for the haunted house with me today? That's exactly why I came here, actually. Was it too scary exploring by yourself? That's not it, I just thought it'd be easier if I had help. Well, do you have any destinations in mind for today? Yeah. I had a place in mind yesterday, but I completely forgot where it was. You have a bad memory, huh? There are many rumors that the Kenrishi mansion is haunted. Not that I've witnessed it myself, it might be worth taking a look at though. That sounds like a great idea. Let's go. Wait. Will we end up meeting all the characters on this route? We should go during the day. It'll be easier to look around too. To be honest, I have a rare disease that makes it hard for me to stay in the sunlight for too long. The reason I collapsed that one time was because I overdid it. Do you have albinism? My hair is silver, not white. That's not it anyway. It's just that the light tires me out. I'd look for the haunted house during the day if I could. Sachiro lowers his head and frowns. I decided to drop the subject. After walking for a while in silence, he takes my hand. It'll only take a few minutes to check out the mansion. Please come with me. I'll hold your hand so you won't get scared. That's my line. Stick close to me so you don't get lost. Follow me. I think I know where we're going. If I'm right, I've passed by it a few times. The mansion with a huge gate, right? Yeah, but I'm not sure if that place is open to the public. I mean, you've already found somebody there. If one does not look past the surface, they'll never see what lies beyond. What one sees as truth may merely be a misconception. But that only makes mysteries more satisfying to solve. Don't walk off on your own. It'll be bad if we get separated. Sachiro nods while smiling innocently. The sky is pitch black by the time we reach the mansion. Like last time, it's surrounded by a light mist. The eerie atmosphere gives me chills. I recall the shadow I saw during the time I was heading home. I stare at the windows, but there's nothing peculiar. Right at the front door, but it's chained shut. I take the opportunity to try backing out. We can go in now, Miyako. I added a deep sigh before smiling weakly. Ooh. That's not pleasant. I push the door and it noisily creaks open. I expect the place to be messy, but it's surprisingly clean. So much that it doesn't look abandoned. If the door hadn't been chained, I would have thought someone lived here. Is this your haunted house? I'm not sure. Let's check the next floor. My companion releases my hand and confidently heads up the stairs. Sachiro crosses his arms before thinking aloud. It's supposed to be pretty big. And really dark, it had old-looking doors too. Sachiro and I check a few of the second floor rooms. The hallway looks endless with its long row of doors. We haven't even begun to check the left side. Can you finish this out on your own? I'll start searching the left rooms. I'll still be able to see if you stay in the hallway. Okay. Make sure to let me know if you find anything. I turn to head in the opposite direction of Sachiro. Are we gonna run into Roya? The first 4 rooms on the left side are empty. The previous owner's belongings must have been cleared out at some point. I note there's a working light switch in here. I didn't bring a flashlight either. You tripped over a body, right? Let's see what's in this room. I am shocked by the sight of a human-looking skull, with chunks of festering meat still stuck to it. I slammed the door closed and dashed towards the staircase. Sachiro, we need to get out of here. As I gasp for air, I realize he's nowhere in the hallway. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoes through the mansion. Well, that skull I saw wasn't an hallucination. I only looked at it for a moment, although... Look up, Miko. Don't let your imagination get the best of you. Thankfully, it doesn't take long before I find him. I told you to stay in the hallway. I was absorbed by exploring. We should end this here for today. Did you hear that scream earlier? I only heard the wind. Are you okay, Miyako? You look pale. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I grab his hand and pull him back to the entrance. At least we got out in one piece. Although Sachiro initially protested, he's panting by the time we're outside the mansion. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I just need to catch my breath. He pulls a scarf down and puts his hand on his chest before gazing at me with worry. I may be fine, but you're still acting a little weird. Sachiro looks at me as if I'm a crazy person. Oh, I found the skull of a dead person. To tell you the truth, I found a skull in one of the rooms. A human skull. I didn't find anything except empty rooms on the right side. Are you sure your mind wasn't playing a trick on you? You're probably right. You easily get scared, huh? No way. Whether or not it might have been a prank, we should take it seriously. Anything could have happened to us in there. Boo, scared cat. I ruffle Sachiro's hair while he pokes fun at me. Anyway, was that the place you were looking for? It probably wasn't. I'm sorry for wasting your time again. It was still worth it. We'll just cross that one off the list. Plus, I can see how those ghost rumors started. That was pretty exciting. He's pretty brave, for a kid. To tell you the truth, I really appreciate what you've been doing for me. Sachiro smiles brightly as he looks at me through sparkly eyes. This boy is too pure. I never met someone as kind as you before. Everyone else I asked help from told me I was delusional. I thought he was weird at first too, like, who asks complete strangers about haunted houses? Still, it's been kind of fun hanging out with him. It's common sense to help those in need. Your quest was pretty weird though. I mean, nobody could have helped you if they didn't know what you were looking for anyway. Heh. Don't worry, we can look somewhere else tomorrow. I know this is important to you. I won't give up so easily. Sachiro instantly cheers up, and his adorable smile melts my heart. I cannot possibly abandon him. Yep, just like a little kid. I toss and turn later that night, haunted by visions of that skull. I do not sleep well. I abruptly awaken from a terrifying nightmare. In it, Sachiro and I were searching for the haunted house. What we found turned out to be a death house. The haunted house supposedly belonged to his family, but he had lost the map to its location. He had told me he had left many of his cherished belongings within it. I can't remember the dream in detail, but I believe I am better off this way. I think he'd been luring people into the death house to torture them. I ended up walking straight into it by mistake. What a disturbing nightmare. Even if Sachiro is guilty of something, it can't be murder. With that small body of his, he couldn't harm a fly. That's where you're wrong, Miyoko. This entire town's full of monsters. I cannot pay attention in history class and I end up watching the clock during lunch break. He looks so young though. I laugh at the thought of him applying for jobs. A candy store would suit him, maybe a bakery. He'd probably have a hard time resisting all the sweets. Oh, what are you smirking about? Whoa, Kuya, I didn't notice you there. Were you daydreaming in class again? Luckily, that big guy in front of you blocked the teacher's view. I sit next to you. When you're distracted, I am too. I shake my head and let out a sigh. What's wrong? You sound like you're going through a midlife crisis. There's this boy I want to help, but I don't know what to do. Tell me about him. Well, I'm trying to help him find something, but he won't let me know what it is. Why not? I don't know. That sounds tough. Why does he even want me to go with him? Maybe he just wants your company. He might try to make a move on you soon. Not a chance, Akuya. We just met a few days ago. There are no time constraints for love. Don't even joke about that. We aren't. Already friend-zoned, huh? Poor guy. Well, he looks too young for me. It'd make me feel weird if things got romantic. At the same time, though, he doesn't seem to take care of himself. I'll feel bad if something happened to him. Hey guys, what's up? We're having a girl talk. Shoo shoo. Ugh, I'm always being left out. Ikuya's trying to help me get a boyfriend. Help me, Leiji. Ha, this guy has nothing of value to add. He'll only waste our time. Sorry, Leiji. Right. Leiji scratches his head, seemingly confused. After taking a moment to recover, he tries to change the topic. Anyway, did you guys hear there was a murder last night? Not another kidnapping? Yeah, no. The victim went missing last week, and this morning they found his corpse. My dad's team is investigating the crime right now. Love this figured out in no time. Yeah, your dad's pretty amazing. Super nice too. He's known for catching people before they make a move. I don't like thought crime. Where'd they find the victim? The corpse was dumped in an alley near the Kenriji mansion. Chills run down my spine when Leiji mentions the mansion. The events of last night are still fresh in my mind. This can't be. That skull I saw. The murder might have taken place right next to me, and that scream I heard. Miyoko, you look pale. Feeling alright? Sorry. Just hearing about that mansion creeps me out. You know I'm not fond of haunted places. Don't be. Exorcists are coming here soon, apparently. They aren't affiliated with the police, but the occultists think they are needed. If you believe in the supernatural, you can believe in exorcisms, right? Are you serious? I recall the advertisement that they were looking for exorcists. I did not expect them to actually hire anyone. All the victims so far have been middle-aged, but it's entirely possible that youths will be targeted next. Make sure you both stay on guard and don't go out at night if you don't absolutely have to. Roger. I'll be careful. After school, I decided to ask Leiji about Sachiro. Do you know a boy named Sachiro? Met him recently, but even though he's our age, I've never seen him at school. If you want me to find out more about him, I'll need his last name though. I haven't asked him about it. I think he suffers from memory loss. Well, I'll take a look anyway. Guessing you have a good reason for asking about it? Thanks. I head straight to the park. It's earlier than usual, but I have nothing better to do. I seat myself under a tree and pull out a pocket-sized book out of my coat. A horror novel called Dark Days. Its protagonist is in a relationship with a murderer. Although he's aware of what she done, he chooses love over the law. Morality, rationality, and emotions are put into question. The plot is refreshing and the character choices always surprise me. The story pulls me in. I definitely make different choices than the protagonist, but I still want to know where his actions lead him. After reading for so long, my eyes grow sore. I slip the book back into my coat and stretch before gazing at the bright, colorful sky filled with fluffy clouds. You think you'll make a different choice than that protagonist, but this is a story in which I get to make sure it's a romantic ending. Suddenly, I realize someone's sitting in the tree above me. Sachiro? How long have you been there? Miyoko, where? Sachiro appears around, apparently startled by my voice. When he looks down, he's more surprised than I am. He quickly loses his balance and falls out of the tree. I try to reach out and catch him, but he lands a few feet in front of me. Are you okay? I kneel down to help him get up, but end up pulling him forward, and we topple onto the grass together. Sachiro slowly covers his face before mumbling an apology. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Me too. I didn't mean to fall on you. We awkwardly stare at each other before bursting into fits of laughter again. I stand up and begin to wipe the grass stains off my clothes. What were you doing up there, Sachiro? It's my favorite nap spot. The leaves black out the sunlight. Wouldn't staying inside be better? You aren't wrong. I have something to confess. Can you promise not to laugh? Sure. He pouts but begins to speak. This is kind of embarrassing, but I don't have a home. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I even mentioned your parents that one time. Wait, you have the wrong idea. It's not like I ran away when my parents passed away or anything. At least, that's what I believe. It's too complicated to explain right now. Actually, my memories are messed up. I can basically only remember things that happened recently. I knew he was forgetful, but I didn't think it was amnesia levels of bad. The boy scrunches his eyes closed so tightly that he looks to be in pain. I don't know what caused it. I'm sorry for not mentioning it before. You're probably wondering I'm always here. The truth is, this is just sort of where I woke up after I lost my memories. I mean, I can still remember a few things, like the haunted house. I'll remember something if I find it. I cannot help but pity him. He looks like a lost puppy. All the pieces are falling into place. Things must be difficult for him. If you want, you can stay at my place for a while. What? That's very kind of you, but there's an empty guest room you can use. It's not safe outside at night right now, you know. Sachiro stares at me until his eyes begin to water. His cheeks become a little pink too. To hide his flustered face, he pulls his scarf up. Did I make him uncomfortable? Well, I can tell he's a good person at heart. He deserves better than having to sleep out in the cold. Thank you so much, Miyoko. This is the third time you've helped me. What were the other times? When you helped me look for the haunted house, of course. It was no big deal, honestly. If you think about the cookies you gave me, we're practically even. Little? We're the same age, and I'm pretty sure I'm taller than you. You mentioned that before. Let's confirm who's taller. It seems he's taller by 1 inch, and I'm forced to face reality. See? You're the shorter one. It's not important anyway. The boy smiles weakly. We sit down on the grass to chat for a while. Notice he's looking more pale compared to last night. The park is one of the few places I'm allowed to spend the night. During the day I sleep in the library if I'm still tired. It's really hard to get through life with no home and money. I tried applying for jobs, but I don't have any sort of identification. For a few days I managed to help out in an ice cream shop and candy store, but I was only filling in for sick employees so it didn't last. I can't deny I love sweets. I get most of my food from passing strangers, but it depends on my luck. That explains why you're so small and skinny. Sachiro puffs his cheeks out, visibly annoyed at my teasing. Nonetheless, being homeless sounds difficult and I'm happy to give my help. The sky grows dark. Now only Sachiro and I are left at the park. Sachiro stands up and stretches his arms. He seems excited to begin our search for the haunted house again. Do you have a new location in mind? Let me think. There's a rumor about a ghost at my school. Maybe that's what you're looking for? It wouldn't hurt to check. Actually, I'm not sure if the school will be open this late. Aw. Well, we can at least check it out. Come on, let's go. Oh man, all the lights are off. I don't think anyone's still inside. To my surprise, they open. Seriously? The administration is so careless. And we are back into the school at night, actually. Maybe we'll run into the night class. That'd be interesting. Oh my goodness, this is way creepier than the Kenrichi mansion. I take Sachiro's hands in mine. He blushes in reaction but keeps his grip tight. By the way, can you tell me more about the ghost rumor? A few villagers claim to see a shadow wandering past the windows. Honestly, I'm pretty sure the rumor is fake. Does sound suspicious. Rumors don't scare you easily, huh? You know, I think ghosts are cute. I like them. What are you even saying? Haha. Anyway, shall we start with the class route? Sachiro and I freeze with a shuffling sound echoes through the hallway. Oddly enough, we cannot tell which direction it is from. Admit to being scared. Startled by the sound, I cling on to Sachiro. Miyoko, I'm out. These rumors about the ghost are true after all. Miyoko, there are no ghosts here. You said it yourself. Sachiro grabs my hand and pulls me into a gentle, calming hug. I need to pull myself together. I can't believe I'm the one getting scared here. We're at my school and Sachiro isn't getting scared at all. We'll leave things off here. Why not? Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Definitely gonna use this as the thumbnail for next video. Heh. As always, good